welcome back to Day in Brelandia. My name is Brianna. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make yogurt, or at least how I make yogurt. Yogurt is one of those things that I think you should be making at home because it is so much more affordable. You can make a higher quality yogurt at home. Super easy, simple process. It is a kind of lengthy process, but it's a simple process. My 5-year-old could do it. So today, that's what we're going to be showing you. And for me, I start with a whole milk. Whole milk. It's not yogurt yet. You can do any milk if you would like. I would prefer raw milk, but you can also just use regular pasteurized milk. Raw milk has more nutrients in it. And it's just better all the way around. There's so many health benefits to it. You can look it up yourself. I use a whole milk. To me, whole milk is way better. It has all those fatty acids and stuff like that. There's good saturated fats and bad saturated fats. Milk happens to be one of the good saturated fats. It's not the 90s anymore. We shouldn't let fat scare us. Our bodies needs fats to absorb vitamins like vitamin D and vitamin K. You're going to have a lot more energy. Your skin is going to look a whole lot better. And you're just going to be able to tolerate the milk a little bit better going for that whole fat milk. Or even raw milk. Raw milk you're going to even be able to tolerate even better than a pasteurized milk because you're not killing all the things. But since we are using pasteurized milk, we're going to put it in here, and it's okay because we are going to be adding in those good bacteria in order to make yogurt. So what I do is I start with my Instant Pot, and you take the ring out, or the silicone thingy-mabobber out. The reason why you want to take this out is because this can trap in like scents from the other foods you cook. Me, I very much use this for sweet potatoes and yogurt, so it's not horrible if I don't take it out. But yeah, you want to take this out so that way you don't get any food scent transfers. You don't want to have yogurt that tastes like chicken, you know what I'm saying? So we take that out. Next, we are going to add in an entire gallon of milk. Alright, and then you're going to put the lid on. And it doesn't matter if this is on vent or if it's sealed. It doesn't matter. You don't need that feature when you're making yogurt. And so next you're going to come over to the yogurt button and you're going to push it till it says boil. Now this is going to heat your yogurt or your milk up to 180 degrees. And that's very important because you do want to kill any of that competing bacteria. It sounds gross. Any of that competing bacteria that is going to interfere with the cultures that help make the yogurt. So you want to make sure you get it up to 180. That's very important. And if you're new to this, I highly recommend getting a food thermometer because you're going to need it. I had a food thermometer. Mine broke, but I have been making this for like over a year now that I've gotten used to the feel of like how, I'll show you how the bowl feels when it's at the correct temperature, because you're going to need to know the temperature a little later on as well. And so while this is doing this, you can just walk away. You don't need to babysit it or anything like that. Walk away and do whatever you want for like the next 10-15 minutes, however long it takes. So walk away. Alright, it just beeped that it's done getting the temperature up to 180 degrees. So now we are going to take the lid off. And then, let's see if I can do this without, yeah, I can. Take the inner piece out And then I just set mine off to the side because now that it's 180 degrees, we need to let it cool to around 115, 110, like anywhere between 110 and 115. Because right now, if we were to put the cultures in, it would kill the cultures basically. So we want to get it right back down to a thriving temperature for those cultures. So we killed all the cultures that we didn't want, but now we're going to bring it back down to temperature so we can have those ones that we want thrive. So I'm going to set it off to the side, and what I do so that way, like, nothing else will get into this, I go ahead and I take a lid and I stick it on top and just let it be. And now this will probably take an hour to 2 hours. You can always speed it up by like sticking it in an ice bath, like the bowl into an ice bath. I don't need to do that, so I'm just gonna let it go. It'll probably be done close to around the time that we're going to bed, so maybe even sooner than that actually. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it sit until it gets to that 110, 115 degree range. And again, I have been doing this so long that I'm not going to use a thermometer just because mine's broken and I can just feel the sides of it and I know when it's good to go because I've been doing it for so long. But if you're new, make sure you have that thermometer and you're checking it because you don't want it to get too low and you don't want to add it when it's too hot either. So get a thermometer if you're new. Alright, once it gets up to that temperature of 110 to 115, we're going to take the lid off. And then here I have a bowl of already made yogurt. You can use one of those like cups from the grocery store. You just need a tiny bit, I just use a big spoonful. And you can add this to your milk. And any of them will do as long as it says live active cultures on the back. So I just add just a little bit. And then give it, I want to get my hair in it, and give it a good whisk. Alright, once everything's combined in nicely, you're going to add the insert back to the Instant Pot thing. Put the lid back on. Again, doesn't matter if it's on venting or not, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to go back to the yogurt button and push. I like going to mine says 12 minutes and 12 hours and 30 minutes because so the default on these will usually be either 8 hours or 24 hours, and you want to go till, well, it depends on you. If you like it creamier, go for more of an 8-hour timeline. If you like it more sour and tangy, go for the 24-hour mark. I like mine is just a tiny bit tangy, but more so creamy. So I do mine for 12 hours and 30 minutes. And it ends up being perfectly tart and creamy all in one. So that's what I do. So now I'm going to set this. Well, it's already set. and it should be ready. So right now it's about 10:30, so it'll be ready tomorrow morning around 11. All right, so it just went off, and so now we're gonna open it up, and you can see that it is now kind of jiggly. And I'll grab a spoon, and it is now yogurt. That liquid in there is just the whey. So you can eat it just like this, and it's just yogurt. But what I do is, hold on 1 minute, let me flip you around. I went ahead and invested in a yogurt strainer. I believe they call it a yogurt maker on Amazon, although it doesn't make the yogurt, it just strains the yogurt. But yeah, you can get one with like a metal mesh or a plastic mesh. I chose metal because it just seemed better. But yeah, I went and got a gallon one. They're only like $20 to $30. Who knows, they might even be, actually it won't even be happening by the time I post this video, so no point in mentioning that. I was gonna say it would be in like their early Prime Day sale thing, but that will be over by the time this video goes up. But yeah, I put it in here, so I'll take this out. So again, you can eat it. This is now yogurt. You can eat it just like this. I would definitely chill it first before eating because it is a little on the warmer side. But you take this basically and you pour it in. Oh, I just splashed it in my eye. Hold on, let me get that out of my eye. All right, so it'll look like this in here, and then you can maybe see that the whey is gonna start dripping down like that. I'll put the lid over the top, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator, and I'll let it usually sit overnight, and I will show you what it looks like tomorrow morning. All right, here you can see the whey that has separated, and then it has gone down quite a bit, and I'll show you the thickness of it now. Like that. So it's almost like, you know, like ice cream almost. It's so thick. So this is how I like it. But again, you don't have to do it this way. You can leave it how it was, or even I forgot to mention earlier that if you don't want to get one of these things, just get like a big bowl and then put like a cheesecloth or a tea towel or something like that in it, and it'll be good to go. But yeah, that's how you make some great homemade Greek yogurt, or just regular yogurt, whichever you prefer. And I hope you try it out. It's definitely something that seems impossible, and like it took me forever to even try it because it was just too overwhelming in my mind. But then once I actually did try it, it was super simple and just pushing buttons basically and walking away. That's all you have to do. So hopefully it becomes less daunting and easier following these steps. Let me know if you give it a try out or if you've already been making it. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.